Hi friends, it's Nirmal back again with a new video, and today we'll be looking at Cissus discolor, or commonly known as Rex Begonia wine. It's a wonderful ornamental wine you can grow in your collection. So let's take a look at how we can care for this beautiful plant. Cissus discolor is a tropical wine that do flower, but the flowers are not so decorative or ornamental. That's why we grow them for their beautiful foliage. They resemble the leaf of a Rex begonia, and hence they are called as Rex begonia wine. Cissus belongs to the same plant family that houses the beloved grape wine, which is called as Vitaceae. Generally, when you grow a wine in your garden, you will be most probably thinking about a fruiting wine or a flowering wine, but this wine is different. It is grown for the beautiful leaves they produce. The wine produces extremely ornate leaves with silver patterns. This feature gives them an extreme resemblance to Rex begonia leaves, and thus the common name Rex begonia wine. They are actually not at all a begonia. So if you are a garden enthusiast just like me and you love plants, I strongly suggest you to be a part of the channel by subscribing. Also press the bell notification button, and furthermore press the all option for all my future updates. Even though the wine is grown as a foliage wine, it does flower during the season, and you can see small inconspicuous clusters of blooms that emerge from the leaf nodes. The blooms are beautiful when you take a closer look, but it is not the reason why we grow this plant. If you allow the flowers to persist on the plant, it will eventually form into small berry-like structures from which you can get seeds. I have never tried growing them from seeds, but I think it is possible. Another attractive feature that the leaves of this wine exhibit is blue iridescence. It's a feature that allows them to adapt and grow even in very low light conditions. Even though the feature is not so prominent, still it adds to the beauty of this wine. The next cool feature about this wine is that the underside of the leaves are deep maroon to burgundy color. This is again an adaptation for the plant to harness maximum amount of light that reaches its leaf. So the rays of light that manage to escape the leaf system gets reflected back into the leaf due to this maroon layer. This wine also produces very active tendrils that allows it to climb and attach itself to adjacent structures. So while growing a Cissus discolor, make sure you give it proper support. So friends, now we'll take a deeper dive and see how to grow this plant. We'll check out factors like light, watering, fertilizer, media, etc. And we'll take a complete look at how you can keep this plant happy. Cissus discolor or Rex begonia wine prefers a very bright spot in your garden but never direct sun. If you grow them anywhere which is too bright or too dim, the markings on the leaf will not be this prominent. Friends, from this visual it's pretty evident what light can do to your Cissus discolor. If you give them too much light, the leaf starts yellowing. If you give them very less light, the markings on the leaf starts to fade, but under correct conditions you get a very vibrant leaf. Watering your Rex begonia wine is the main factor in determining the health of your plant. Water your plant whenever the top 1 inch of soil dries out, and wait till that happens again. Do not overwater as well. This wine is native to southern parts of China, India, Indonesia, etc., which only tells you one thing, that it's truly tropical and it requires a very high humidity to be healthy. So whenever you water your wine, make sure to give the entire plant a shower, or at least try to mist your leaves occasionally. Also, if possible, place it in a spot of your garden where it receives natural rain. That will help out the overall growth. Try to water your plant with a good quality water and also spray the leaves to remove dust accumulations. Your Rex Begonia vine requires a very loose, well-draining soil for proper growth. I'll leave a link or a description of how I make my soil for Rex Begonias, but that you can also improvise into that. Here for my potted Cissus discolor, I have used a combination of laterite soil, cocoa peat and river sand. Fertilizing your Rex Begonia vine should be always done properly. They are mainly grown for their foliage and not for flowers, so always add a nitrogen rich chemical as well as organic mix as fertilizer. Top dressing the soil with compost, manure or kitchen waste on an occasional basis and giving a foliar feed of a nitrogen booster or a compost tea can do the trick. Avoid phosphorus or potassium that could induce blooming in the plant. So friends, in my experience, this vine is always pestered by some sort of disease or insects. Currently, what is going on is you can see this small bead-like structure on the underside of the leaf. It's actually a moth or butterfly egg. In a couple of days, these eggs can hatch into small caterpillars and they'll start eating off the leaf. So this is what I just found on another leaf of my plant. It's a small caterpillar. They'll grow into really huge sizes and they can literally eat a lot of the leaf just overnight. So this is an adult that I found a couple of weeks back. They can become a real nuisance because they eat off the entire plant within just 1 or 2 days and you'll be left with just the stems and petioles. So always try to check the underside of the leaf for signs of caterpillar damage. So guys, this was the condition of my vine a couple of weeks back. So regularly spraying neem oil with soap solution and manually picking them off is your only way out. So to all my viewers, always check out the notification bar onto the corner of the screen where I always attach videos that are relevant to the particular subject we are talking on that week. You might find some videos from my channel that you haven't seen. Always spot your Cissus discolor or any vine for that matter in a very heavy pot. I have used a cement pot in this case, otherwise they can easily topple over. And for support I have used black PVC pipes along with coir ropes. Guys, do check out my Instagram page where I update regularly regarding plants as well as videos I post in the channel. So I'll leave a link to that in the description below. Don't forget to check it out. You can cut stems over here, a new growth especially, just to make sure the plant is more lush and thick. I'm not going to do it right now. Also, you can cut off flowers so that the plant will focus more on making leaves. Also, as a part of maintaining your vine, keep up with the new growth that emerges from the cluster of leaves. Tuck them back into the cluster so as to get a more full and rounded plant. You can also train those new growths to new locations as per your desire and as per how you want to grow your vine in the garden. So when you're trying to propagate your plant, never take a cutting that is in flower. If you take a flowering vine from its plant and you try to cut it off, it will never root for you. So if you're taking cuttings, take cuttings from such stems which are not in bloom and always cut beneath a node. This is a leaf node you see, so you cut it over here and bury it till here so that they can root from both these nodes. I think you can also propagate them using seeds that these berries form, but I'm not sure. I have never tried it before. Maybe in a future video we'll try that as well. So friends, that's some of the factors that you have to keep in mind while growing a Rex Begonia vine. I hope you guys find it helpful. If you have any more inquiries regarding this plant, feel free to comment down below or contact me on Instagram. So guys, that's all for today's video. We spoke a lot about Cissus discolor. I hope you guys got inspired to grow this plant in your collection. So stay tuned, check out my other videos, and until next time, it's Nirmal signing off.